The urban future comes from its past memories. Community memory, as a carrier of urban life, is an important source of community strength. However, for some low-income communities, their memories are being challenged and strengthened as never before. In this project, our team has designed a gamified interactive platform to help our target community through the power of memory interactions. To explore the concept of community memory, we found that in London, an organization called Neighborhood Planner is dedicated to helping London's neighborhood forums develop a neighborhood plan. As we browse through this website of these neighborhood forums, we find it interesting that some neighborhood forums had well-established and high-quality plans, while some neighborhood forums appear somewhat rudimentary. So we start with this difference and try to find the neighborhoods that were most likely to be affected by the memory loss. By organizing and collecting data, we choose the economic level and urban location as main basis to classify them into following 6 categories. We found a special area, the Church Street neighborhood, which presents a low income level but is surrounded by high income neighborhoods. So we are curious, why does Church Street, located in the center of Westminster, produce such a big difference from its surroundings? First of all, we analyze from historical perspective and find that in 1909, Marylebone Station was built around the Church Street neighborhood. From the historical map, it can be seen that the spatial layout of the neighborhood changed significantly after the station was established. The creation of the railroad cut Church Street off from Regent's Park and the Mayfield neighborhood on spatial level, making Church Street an isolated neighborhood. From here, we continue with further analysis from a demographic perspective. We find that Church Street is mainly composed of Arab and Bangladesh ethnic minorities, which together made up 25% of the total population. Their immigration history dates back to as early as 1950, and they have developed a unique cultural identity on Church Street over the decades. This makes Church Street the most densely populated and deprived neighborhood with a highly diverse population in Westminster. When we walk in Church Street, it is as if we are in another country, which is what makes it more special. The spatial analysis showed that most of the buildings on Church Street are for residential use, and the data on land ownership also showed that almost 80% of the land here is public land. The heart of the community is the market on Church Street, which has been supplying the daily shopping needs of the local people for centuries since its opening. But Church Street is currently facing some challenges with the regeneration plan submitted in 2021, which aims to place about 1,000 new homes on Church Street, but only half of these homes are affordable. For the lower-income residents, this means that if they cannot afford the increased rent, they will be forced to move out of the neighborhood. Also, individual vendors will soon face unemployment. This is the problem of gentrification that Church Street is facing. The government's regeneration plan hopes that the new housing will attract more people to Church Street. But if the original residents and merchants are forced to leave the neighborhood, and the unique culture of Church Street will be lost, will Church Street still be the same? So we began to think, what is the real story of Church Street? In the city, people's lives are hidden behind the city facade, but the most vivid and moving stories actually happen in everyone's daily life. That is, the real memories in everyone's mind. So we started with the concept of memory and began to think about how these memories or stories are being stored today. We started with the archive storage method of Church Street, which can be divided into public storage and private storage. Public storage institutions include the Westminster Archive Center, Church Street Library, the showroom, regeneration base, and the neighborhood forum. And private storage mostly exists in the physical or electronic way in private. Starting from 2 scales, public and private, we continued our analysis of how archives are collected. Most of the archives at the city scale and community scale are organized collections, with the city scale being mostly government-led, large-scale, general collections. The community scale is mostly shared within a point-to-point region. The individual scale is fragmented information, generally in the form of random and private sharing, which is difficult to be integrated together. We collected the Church Street archive from different scales by organizing open resources. We obtained many city-scale and community-scale archive resources. And we also created an image dataset of Church Street, including about 100 photos collected through Google on various websites, 50 historical photos on Church Street Memory website, and hundreds of photos taken by ourselves on location. However, for individual residents, the precious images of their lives or their real memories are difficult for us to access. Analyzing the Church Street Neighborhood Forum from the following three perspectives, we find that the existing operation mode and expression form cannot build a circular system and lacks vivid expression to simulate people's interest in participation. So is there a more vivid way to gather memories and archives that can also inspire more people to engage and build collective memories?
In order to address these issues, we began to design an interactive platform to help the Church Street community collect, preserve, and present its internal memories. The interactive platform will consist of two main parts, the Memory Cube app and the Memory Cube game, which will engage residents and their community memories as a central part of the system. In order to allow abstract memories to create actual interactions and connections, we decided to transform community memories into a medium object, the Memory Cube. Each Memory Cube will consist of memory images and memory labels. Based on a feature extraction algorithm, the platform will generate the initial Memory Cube from social media and historical materials as the starting point for the system. Based on these initial memories, residents can create and customize their own memory cubes in the app platform through the interactive process we designed. To verify the feasibility of the process, we conducted relevant user tests. We provided 10 participants with 5 types of memory labels and asked them to follow the memory cube creation process through 3 steps: memory image, memory description, and memory labeling. By collating and comparing the memory cubes created by the participants, we found that the process helped the participants to recall memories better and helped them to discuss and communicate based on the memory labels. Based on the user tests, we finished the following design of the game interaction and app system. Now, let's follow Sam, a resident of the Church Street community, to experience the power of community memory. This is the 6th year that Sam has lived in the Church Street community. Recently, the news about the regeneration plan of the Church Street community has been mentioned a lot. The news was a bit worrying for Sam, who was earning an average salary. He looked sadly at the construction site, lost in his memories. There used to be a very lively festival here. I wish I could bring back all the good memories of the past. But who cares? Suddenly, he saw a strange device on the side fence. What's this? Memory cube? Let me try it. After Sam scanned the strange device, he jumped to an app interface showing a community map. By clicking on it, Sam understood that the device just now was used to store community memories. In the details screen, Sam found that many residents have already started using the app to upload and save their memories. After Sam clicked on the View in AR button, a memory cube hovered in front of him. This looks like a memory of the Church Street Market. Interesting. Sam curiously pressed the Start Game button. After clicking the button, Sam jumped into a very beautiful game environment. He learned that this is the virtual world of memories, where all memories can have its own life and engage in a variety of interactive behaviors. Through the game guide, Sam learned that some of the memory in front of him were from current social networks, while others were abandoned and forgotten historical memories. He also learned that players can collect and create their own memories in this game environment. Wow, sounds great. Sam saw some scattered memories floating in the air, and some players gathered together to build up some glowing object. He kept roaming around randomly, looking around curiously. Cool. Wow, British Library. Hey, isn't this the photo near my home? Sam found the memory cube which represents memories near his home. Guided by the game, Sam understood that the player could describe and define familiar memories through the labeling system on the right-hand side. Sam decided to try to describe a memory he had from last year about the market festival near his home. Okay, firstly, this memory is near my home. Yes, let me put it at here. Nice. And then it's a peaceful memory. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there were lots of stores and shops at the festival. Nice. And let me think, it's also... Sam kept adding new labels to this memory. This memory is becoming clearer and clearer in his mind. After finishing editing the memory, the game UI told Sam that he could save this memory cube into his backpack, and he could press A at any time to see what he had just created. Great! I've actually recreated this memory, Sam said excitedly. After creating his own memory cube, Sam learned that a complete memory cube is like a living algorithm. Players and their memory cubes can be linked together to form a memory cube group based on similar or the same memory labels. By constantly adding new connections, the memory cube becomes more and more powerful and energetic. Sam also learned that if a memory cube has been left without new interactions and new memory cubes for a long time, it will gradually disconnect and become a lost and forgotten memory. The game's challenge is to create and maintain a memory community through cooperation and interaction between players so that they can remain active and stable. After learning the basic rules of the game, Sam was very excited. He decided to call his friends together and go to the market road in the game to create more memories. Let everyone present and connect their memories to the corresponding virtual space location. Sam logged into the Memory Cube game with his friends. They found that market road in the game. Sam and his friends discussed excitedly, constantly recalling happy memories, creating and connecting them together. Wow, it's so nice! It makes me feel like everything is back to the past. So nostalgic, Sam said happily as he looked at the little memory tree he and his friends created under the sunset. As time went on, the Memory Cube game spread through the Church Street community. More and more residents have joined in this campaign to safeguard the community's memories. A few days later, when Sam logged back into the game, he was surprised to find that the little memory tree he and his friends built had been developed into a huge memory tree by the other players. Sam rushed over excitedly and he saw many familiar memories of his neighbors and community. Sam felt a great sense of pride and dignity, and for the first time, he felt that as an ordinary resident, his own memories could have such mind-blowing power. Sam flew above and saw that the Market Road memory tree was actively interacting with the other two memory trees not far away, creating a rich and diverse memory interaction. Sam quickly flew inside the huge memory tree. Inside the huge memory tree, Sam roamed excitedly through it. There were two glowing label channels in the wall. Sam flew through one of them and came into the other memory cube. This is awesome! But it would be better if the elders could get involved too, Sam thought to himself. Oh, what's this? Community Memory Archive. Click and return to the app. After clicking on the message, Sam jumps back into the app. He saw the huge memory tree from earlier and found that one of the memory cubes was actually created by his neighbor, Jen. On Jen's personal profile, Sam saw all the memory cubes Jen had created and the communities that he followed. From here, Sam saw the Church Street Community Memory Archive and all the successful memory cube groups in the game. Sam found out that the successful memory cubes created by players in the game will be created as memory hubs in the real community, which will help the elderly and other people in the community to preserve, present, and communicate their memories. In addition, Sam found that the memories created by the players will also be presented in the form of a booklet. Wow, so even my grandma will be able to read and participate in this. Clicking on the Viewing Map button, Sam was able to follow the navigation in the real world to the memory group he had just viewed. Through augmented reality, Sam can directly view and experience the memory hub that will be built in the real community. Through these memory hubs in different parts of the Church Street community, residents of all ages can express their community memories. The memories expressed by residents in the real world can also be re-imported into the game as a new memory cube, thus creating a game reality loop. 1 year later, everyone's phone lit up suddenly at the same time. Sam picked up his phone. Memory Cube has successfully landed in the new community. Sam and his friends looked at each other and smiled with confidence.